Despite the overall narrative not kicking up as hard as we saw last cycle, there is more money to be made in crypto gaming than meets the eye. There are millions of dollars going around in this industry right now, from play to earn, competitions, prize pools, airdrops, seasons of different campaigns that are airdropping tokens and prizes out to users. And right now, a six-figure competition has just recently went live. I'm going to go over some of the opportunities that we have covered on this channel that you could have capitalized on. But right now, a $200,000 campaign that you yourself can jump in on. And this has only been going on for a couple of days. So we're going to dive in this video how you can get involved in this $200,000 competition. Let's jump into it, guys. Like the video down below and subscribe to the channel for more every single day and every week here on In the Game. We have you covered from crypto, gaming, AI, RWA, meme coins, and more. And a big shout out to all of our sponsors here on In the Game. We have some incredible sponsors from our exchange partners over at Blowfin and 𝗑𝗏𝗡, and also our partners down at Cradle Games as well as 𝗏𝗏𝗡𝗏. And of course, a big shout out to our software product here on Nexus. We are right around the corner for you guys to be able to trade not only crypto, long, shorts, etc. You guys will be able to trade equities. We're talking about the biggest commodities and equities and Forex in the world. So this is going to be a multifaceted trading platform, also where you can track your portfolio multi-chain and also analyze all the on-chain data in the market that you need to also win those trades. So that'll be live here very shortly. I would highly advise to check out our sponsors and also check out Nexus in the description down below. And we're going to jump right into it in this video. I don't really see any time for, market talk. Market's kind of consolidating, and we're actually seeing Avalanche up 16% on the 30 days. And in a green day today, we're actually seeing some bounces on Solana. So some green across the market at this point. Bitcoin's hovering at that 95,000 level, which is good to see. And we'll come back with our normal market updates here on the next video here on this channel tomorrow. But most importantly right now, a lot of people have beaten up on the gaming narrative over the course of this cycle. And look, has it been the most fruitful thing to be involved in so far this cycle? I would say no. Like, at the end of the day, there have been more failures than successes. There has been a lot of opportunity cost in sitting in gaming in certain time periods of the market when memes and AI agents and AI have taken over, which is why, go check out my portfolio video. First of all, we've really consolidated our portfolio in a well-balanced way. Now we're well-positioned into gaming, AI, RWA, meme coins, top L1s and L2s, etc. But right now, there is actually so much opportunity in the gaming space. And I'm not just talking about the ones that you've probably seen all over your timeline. Stuff like, obviously, we've talked about it here, Off the Grid. They're going live with their mainnet. We're going to be able to trade all of those coveted assets that we have been collecting in this ecosystem. Play Cambria, which is on the Abstract and Ronin chain. They just recently concluded over $1 million prize pool competition. This was phenomenal. I mean, a lot of people took part in this, and this had some virality behind it. We also saw On-Chain Heroes recently close up their season 1. A lot of people got involved, got the NFTs, and were able to earn their token and be able to profit on that as well. And in this case, you're also earning Abstract XP. So with all this being said, there is a lot of opportunity in this market. And you might be wondering, like, well, you said the $1 million campaign's over, and then also Off the Grid, it's not officially on mainnet yet. I've been collecting assets, but maybe you can't make money on that right now. And at the beginning of this video, I told you guys, there is more money to be made in crypto gaming right now than maybe you even realize. And the most recent opportunity that has arisen is on an undervalued chain. And I actually think this will lead to a better opportunity for you guys, anyone who is going to jump into these games and complete some tasks. I think for you guys to be able to jump into a not diluted. So a lot of these airdrops and competitions get way too popular. And Mantle, the network behind this competition in collaboration with Hyperplay, I feel like is a very undervalued chain. And some of these games on this competition are very solid. So in this video, we're going to go over how you can jump in for their prize pool of 300,000 Mantle tokens. And you might be like, well, Hustle, I thought you said that's $200,000. It is $200,000. It's actually a little more than $200,000, currently sitting at a 73-cent price point. So let's go ahead and jump into this. I'll walk you through step by step how to get involved. What is this competition? Where should you be participating? What tasks was I speaking of that you need to be completing? And then also, what are the games and what are the timelines of this competition? So as mentioned, 300,000 mantle up for grabs. That's over $200,000. It's actually closer to $225,000 on the line here in this competition. And all you have to do is compete in these 6 games over the course of this month. So this competition will run until May 21st, and the winners and rewards will be distributed and announced on May 28th. So this is in collaboration with Hyperplay. If you aren't familiar with Hyperplay, it is what I would consider, of all Web3 native game launchers, probably the top one. Like at this point, they have solidified themselves. They have great games on this platform. They have their Hyperplay, their whole ecosystem is just really well fleshed out. So this is a collaboration between Mantle and Hyperplay. And if you jump into the Hyperplay website here, you'll actually see on the store that all of the games in this campaign are here and more. They have tons of titles here on the Hyperplay store, which I absolutely love. And I do support Hyperplay to the fullest. I think they're one of the platforms and projects in Web3 that has been doing things right over the course of time. So what you'll want to do, you'll want to come over here, and in the top right, you'll want to install Hyperplay. Now, also you'll want to create an account, because that's how you're going to hit the login button here on the top right, be able to create your account and jump in and install the Hyperplay app. That is first and foremost. You want to be using Hyperplay during this competition. That way you register your progress. And then you can jump into the 6 games, which we're about to go through, and there's timelines for each. So every week there are different games featured. And this is all part of their Mantle Games Fest. All you need to do is complete quests, climb up the leaderboard, and each of these games is contributing 50,000 Mantle tokens towards this event. So your goal is literally as simple as get as high up on these leaderboards as possible, and also jump into these quests. As you can see here, Mantle Game Fest for Other Worlds, Mantle Games Fest for Party Icons. These are the types of things that you'll want to be competing in and making sure you're racking up on these quests and these leaderboards so you can qualify for the biggest prize share of the MNT prize pool. So let's jump into, what are these games? Like, okay, we've heard about the prizes. What do you need to be doing? So from April 24th, just a couple days ago, up until April 30th, the first 2 games are live. You can jump into Party Icons or Other Worlds AI. So I want to highlight these games quickly. We see Party Icons, which really reminds me of kind of like a, how would you say, a Fall Guys first person, third person. It's like a Fall Guys third person shooter, open world. It's like a very colorful, vibrant type of game. If I have to compare it to another Web3 game, I would compare it to one of my favorites in 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. I think that it's a really, really fun game. And of all the ones in this competition, this is the one I've been grinding the most. I just think right now, this game is just so much fun, and you can play with friends. It really does scratch the itch of social gaming, fun, graphically appealing type of game. And it's fun to stream. Like if you were to play this game to a streaming audience, your stream would be able to hop in, play this game with you. I do absolutely love this title. So this is part of the week 1 campaign. The other game in the week 1 campaign is Other Worlds, which is an AI driven game with AI agents involved. You can also jump in here on Hyperplay. You can kind of see some of the details on their website. So week 1, most importantly, the 2 games you need to be focused on are Party Icons and Other Worlds AI. Starting on May 1st, these games pivot over to week 2. We have May 1st to May 7th, 𝗏𝗏𝗏 and 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. So in these 2 ecosystems, we have 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, which is really kind of like what just came out. And what I'm talking about in the traditional gaming world, the Elder Scrolls Remastered just came out. Now, this is a MMORPG, Unreal Engine 5, open world style game. You can compete, fight epic beasts. It's PvP. You can go get, loot and craft and all this good stuff. It is a very traditional MMORPG style of a game. And I absolutely love this game as far as they're very grindable. Like, you jump into these types of games and you can play it for hours. You almost lose track of time. It is the definite version of escapism in a way. This is going to be a week 2 game alongside 𝗵𝘀𝘀𝗵𝗵, which is a very casual mini game style game. And I actually do love the graphics and the aesthetics of this game. I haven't gotten to jump in yet. I'm waiting for week 2 to begin in this competition. But I do think this is going to be a pretty fun little mini game style to be able to jump in to compete for these prizes. And all of these quests over the course of this campaign, guys, are on Hyperplay. You'll want to focus here. And like I said, I think you have a pretty good shot at getting rewards in this because of the fact that I think a lot of people's dilution and their headspace and attention span, they might not all be looking towards the Mantle Games Fest. So I think it's a great opportunity for you guys to jump in and potentially get some rewards. In the next week here, as you can see the time frames of May 8th to the 14th, Spot Zero Crush, which is their Telegram game. So make sure you get that right. And they'll advertise it here on their Twitter. But they are also a part of the Mantle Games Fest. It's a 3D adventure ARPG by 𝗪𝗘𝗫. Also, this one has that kind of waifu style feel. I think that this one looks very aesthetically pleasing. And also, this will be the sole game of that week. So if you pay attention here, the first 2 weeks, there's 2 games each. So you have your choice. You can jump in and play whichever ones you want, but week 3 and 4 are 1 game each, and they're each the games that have the waifu style. And the last one is 𝗏𝗏, gamer terminology here, L3E7, but 𝗏𝗏. It is also kind of like a waifu graphical style game, and this one's actually very fun. I had the opportunity to play the playtest in the past. If you want to see some of how the feedback was, you can just jump in here. A lot of people had good feedback as far as their first closed beta test, and this one is just really fun. It has a lot of elements that you can take part in. I think if you're just a gamer or anyone overall in crypto, you can find some good stuff to do inside of this ecosystem. The graphics are awesome. Look at some of these characters and the design art. It really gives top tier anime style quality. So these are the 6 games in this campaign, and this is going on until May 21st. I think this is a must. If you're in the crypto gaming space and you're waiting for things to pop off, and maybe you didn't get involved with stuff like Cambria's play to earn campaign, or you missed on-chain heroes, or the recent Ponzi-nomics that have been going on in crypto gaming with some of these games that have been on-chain and just really degenerate and risky. This is a certified $200,000 prize pool being put on by Mantle and Hyperplay. I am competing in this, and I think you should absolutely take your stab at these 300,000 MNT tokens, which is over $200,000. So that is it for today's video, guys. I would highly advise to jump into this competition. If it helps, I'll put a link down below to the Hyperplay official launcher. You can get started there and start jumping in to this competition. If you enjoyed the video, guys, like the video and subscribe down below. I'm going to be bringing you more videos just like this, tutorials, how to get involved, how to compete for these prize pools, alpha in the market, trades that we're taking across multiple sectors. You guys already know where to find the alpha here on In the Game. I'll see you guys on the next one. As always, play well, my friends. Good luck in this competition. And of course, stay bullish, my friends.